Last year we did 60 million meals last year.
The numbers are fantastic for
Yes.
what you have accomplished.
Yes,
Do you feel personally that you can say, I have done as much as one man can do, or do you still have dreams and wishes to do more? Because it sounds like
No.
you've done so much.
No, we got to do double.
You
Next year we're going
still-
to double next year. I'm going to get after them. Our people, all the satellites. We have 100 satellites across the United States.
Where the food is packaged
That's right,
and
yeah. 27
processed.
states already. Okay.
So are
and-
you hoping to get every state involved?
Oh, every state, absolutely. I set up a goal to 500. I call them satellites. Okay. Last year I said I'm sorry, I'm going to 2,000 satellites across the United States.
Your staff probably gulps.
They go, yeah. I had to pick them up and dust them off. Because right now, my goal, because the thing is, I went to UN, okay, and I says, well, there's 40,000 children, 40,000 are dying every day. I says, where are they? I don't know. And I went to UN, and I says, well, they know that there's 800 million starving, hungry, malnutrition. They're going every day, 800 million. That 40,000 are dying within that 800 million.
So
if I feed 800 million times 365, my goal is 202 billion.
well,
This is,
you've done so much already. I'm
No, I have
not
to do more.
doubting you. But did I read correctly, 82?
82 billion.
But I mean, you are 82 yourself,
Oh,
right?
82, yeah.
And your energy is still going strong
I've
for
got to do
this
it. I
cause.
can continue. I
In
have to
spite
tr-
of your stroke, you don't
Well,
feel that you
because-
can rest on your laurels?
I know I'm slowing down a little bit, okay? But I have to turn to the young people now.
And turn it over, some
Because
of it?
young people, and they can do that because their energy is going a lot more and more than I can, okay? When I go to Haiti, I can hardly get back. And so I can't do, because when I went out around the world, there was a war. When I went to Honduras, they would have a tremendous problem, okay? Then I went to Haiti, they were doing rebel, they were had. I went to Uganda, they attacked them. And I went to Ethiopia, they was in war. I was there.
So you've been in some very dangerous situations.
Oh, yeah, tremendous, yeah.
Do you-
Sudan, too.
Oh, in another hot spot. Do you feel that when you go into a country, Richard, and you give them this wonderful, nutritious meal, do they expect you to keep coming back with it year after year?
Well, because there's other countries, they don't have any trees, or
Right.
there's desert, okay?
Desert and
So what we're
not
trying,
good for growing.
So we says, okay, let's get some. We have an agent in a warehouse in that country, and they will go constantly for Haiti, for instance. We have a Don Curses. He has a warehouse. We ship every day, every week or month, and fill that warehouse. And he takes all the churches, schools, hospitals. They come every day, every week, and give their food. They feed that area. And, oh, it works.
So you've got a system
The
that,
system, right?
and I understand that when you started kids, starving kids,
Right.
Save Our Starving Kids,
There's
in the beginning when that took off, you wanted to have satellites, and they didn't. The board didn't want to. Correct.
That's right. They didn't want to do
So
it.
you decided to leave that organization
That's
and
it.
start Kids Against Hunger.
Right.
Correct.
Kid Hanker.
Because of the system that you felt would take off.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it
Correct.
took off. We
And
doubled
it's
and
taken
tripled
off.
it. And what happened is at that time was when we, they take in 8 years, they're doing it. They're doing the same things right now. They're doing a feed my seven. They're doing a fantastic job. Oh, they're doing very good.
Well, you've definitely attracted the admiration of people around the world. I want to hold this up because
Oh.
this is something that is
That was-
very important. And you came up with this concept. And as you can see, folks, when we zero in, it says, I declared war.
That's right.
And did you
Because-
take this to the UN?
I went to UN, okay, and I says, I went back to 1941, Franklin Roosevelt.
Franklin Roosevelt.
When they devastated and attacked, we have declared war, right?
Right, that
He
was the
Franklin,
phrase,
he was the
wasn't
president
it?
of the country. And I stood up in Washington, D.C., I stood up and I said, I'm the president of Feed Against Hunger. I'm going to declare war on the hungers on the world. I'm going to go
Did
UN.
people at the UN listen?
Oh, yes, they're listening right now.
And they are listening.
Yeah.
You know, I think what is so intriguing to me about your goal and your mission is that you didn't let the magnitude of the problem overwhelm you. So often I think average people say, oh, there's no way we can make a difference. The problem is too daunting. But you did not think like that,
No,
did
sir.
you?
No. Every person can do the same thing.
That is,
And I say,
that's a big-
what I'm saying is, I can't do a line alone. I can't do alone. If you can come aside
And get
and we can do
others-
the same other people, and we'll teach them how to feed the world.
We're going to put right now on the screen a website so that if you would like to get involved, if you are inspired, as I am, by talking and listening to Richard, go to www.kidsagainsthunger.org. And if you go to that website, you'll learn more about the history of this wonderful organization. You'll learn more about how you could volunteer, how you could donate.
right.
There's all kinds of need. People
Yes.
can plug in. I heard you got some of the Viking football or Gopher football
Oh, yeah.
players.
Today, we're the governor, no, the Minnesota Gopher. They're tagging right today.
That's what I heard. So we can take the strong and the weak to
and
do the packaging,
And the
right?
Viking, too. We
And
packaged
the
them.
Vikings too. Good.
And the Wilds, too.
Good.
We packed, they did that one, too.
Well, thank you so
Oh,
much
thanks,
for
Amanda.
coming down. It's
Oh.
been very,
Oh.
very inspiring, and you are certainly a Minnesota leader
Yeah.
in the truest sense. So congratulations.
Thanks. Mary, thank you for
You're-
that time.
You're
Oh,
very
very
welcome.
good. Excellent.
Very welcome. Thank you for being with us. We'll be back again next week. Until then, have a good week. Check out Kids Against Hunger